This week's book review is on a brilliant book by Ken Blanchard called The 1 Minute Manager, and I'm sure most of you have heard of it. And I love the concept of the 1 Minute Manager. All too often as leaders, we wait. We hold on to information to get it right, to do it properly, to have a meeting, whatever it may be. But sometimes what teams actually need is to be led literally in the moment. A 1 minute praise, walking past somebody and saying, "That is spot on, well done," rather than waiting for a weekly meeting or a review where it's missed in a whole load of other things. A reprimand, somebody that hasn't done something needs to be recalibrated to align, to do it right. Tell them there and then, in that moment, because waiting just creates expectation, and expectation and disappointment are very close to one another. So sometimes when you haven't given feedback, or we haven't given feedback to our teams, there is an assumption that everything is right. Then suddenly a week later, they hear that what happened last week wasn't right. And the element of trust is then eroded as well. The 1 Minute Manager speaks to, in the moment, giving feedback, whether it's praise, whether it is a reprimand, whatever it may be. And 1 minute goal setting as well is, what is the goal for now? And either give praise or reprimand against that. Keep up to date with your teams, even if you are still remote, and many of us will continue to work remotely for a long, long time. Make sure that you are constantly giving feedback to your teams, constantly giving feedback to your family members in the home. The 1 Minute Manager is not only for the workplace, but it's actually just a way of being. It's a way of communicating. And if there's one leadership lesson that we can learn from leaders around the world as we've been in this COVID pandemic, it's that the more communication we receive, the better it is. The more we understand, the more we know that what people's thinking is, the more at ease and the more we trust. The less we hear, the more we assume, the more we give rise to our own voice, etc. Don't allow that to become a pandemic in your team and in your business. The 1 Minute Manager is a great read, it's a great concept, and it truly is a great leadership philosophy.